Have you ever had someone stop mid-conversation, eyebrows raised, and say, "Wait, how old are you again?" No way. At first, it feels flattering, like some cosmic jackpot of good genes, green smoothies, and a solid skincare routine. But here's the truth most people don't realize: looking younger than your age isn't just surface level. It's not just about serums or salads. It's a reflection of something much deeper. How you age, and how youthful you appear, often mirrors how you live. Your thoughts, your emotions, your choices. It's your inner life that often shows up most visibly on your outer self. So if you've ever been mistaken for being younger, there's likely a powerful reason behind it. Let's dive into what those reasons really are. 1. You possess an unbreakable spirit. Some people weather storms that would shatter others: grief, loss, betrayal, illness. Yet somehow, they emerge not just whole, but radiant. What sets them apart? Mental resilience. Stress doesn't simply vanish when ignored. It seeps into your muscles, your skin, your organs. It accelerates aging in ways most people overlook: tight shoulders, clenched jaws, dull skin, a tired expression. But resilient people process their pain. They allow themselves to cry, to feel, to fall, but they always get back up. And that comeback? It's visible. It's magnetic. Their glow isn't just skincare, it's survival. Strength becomes softness. Perseverance becomes presence. If you have a history of rising from the ashes, your youthful aura might be one of your greatest trophies. 2. You embrace change, instead of resisting it. A youthful spirit whispers, "Let's try." An aging one says, "That's not for me anymore." The difference? Adaptability. Those who fear change tend to age faster, not just in how they look, but in how they move through life. They cling to the familiar, avoid growth, and harden over time. That inflexibility, mental and physical, translates into stiffness, both in posture and personality. On the other hand, people who stay open, who evolve with life, welcome new experiences, and say yes more often than no, radiate energy. They remain fluid, vibrant, and curious. Change doesn't exhaust them, it energizes them. And that openness shows in their eyes, their smile, and their energy. 3. You stay incredibly curious. Youth isn't an age, it's an attitude. And curiosity is its heartbeat. Curious people stay mentally young. They ask questions, read books, learn skills, chase ideas. That hunger to grow keeps their minds sharp, and their spirits alive. When curiosity fades, so does vitality. Life becomes a loop, and over time, that loop starts to drain. Not because of aging, but because of stagnation. If you still get excited about a new idea, a podcast, a language, or a wild dream, you're not aging, you're evolving. And that spark, it lights up everything about you. 4. You express, rather than suppress. Holding back your emotions doesn't make you strong. It makes you heavy. Bottled up emotions turn into stress. And that stress shows, on your face, in your body, in your spirit. Suppression creates internal pressure. And that pressure leaves marks: furrowed brows, tight lips, restless sleep, sluggish movement. But those who let themselves feel, who cry when they need to, laugh freely, speak honestly, they stay light. They stay open. They stay real. There's beauty in emotional expression. There's youth in vulnerability. The people who glow are often the ones who let go. 5. You surround yourself with life-giving energy. You become who you spend time with. Negative environments age you. Chronic drama, toxic conversations, constant complaints, they don't just affect your mood. They impact your cells, your immune system, your energy. But people who look and feel younger often have one thing in common: they protect their peace. They seek joy, choose uplifting company, and say no to what drains them. Energy is contagious. Surround yourself with vibrance, laughter, inspiration, and watch your spirit and skin reflect that. 6. You live with passion and purpose. You don't wake up because you have to. You wake up for something. When people lose their sense of purpose, it shows. Their light dims. Their movements slow. They become passive participants in their own life. But when you're chasing a dream, building something, helping someone, or simply doing what you love, your body responds. Passion produces hormones that boost mood, sharpen focus, and keep your system young. Having a reason to live deeply might just be the greatest anti-aging secret of all. 7. You've made peace with the past. The past can be a prison. Regret, guilt, resentment, they live in the mind, but weigh down the body. People who look younger often carry something others don't: emotional freedom. They've learned to forgive, to let go, to move forward. Not because it was easy, but because it was necessary. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing. And that release is powerful. It lifts the weight from your shoulders and the tension from your face. Peace isn't just emotional. It's physical. And it's visible. Final thoughts: youth is a lifestyle, not a number. We often grow up with a fixed idea of aging, like it's a slow decline into invisibility, fragility, and irrelevance. Society tells us youth is a stage, a moment in time that fades with each birthday candle. But what if that narrative is incomplete? What if real youth, the kind that radiates from within, doesn't vanish at 30, 40, 50, or beyond? Let's be clear, when someone tells you, you don't look your age, it's not just about your face. It's a reflection of your presence. Your energy. Your essence. It's how you move through the world. Because the truth is, youth is a way of living, not a date on your birth certificate. You are the sum of your habits, not just your years. We tend to focus on the visible signs of aging: wrinkles, gray hair, changing bodies. But the real markers of youth are often invisible. They live in your daily habits, your emotional intelligence, and your mental flexibility. Are you nourishing your body or numbing it? Do you approach challenges with curiosity or dread? Are you staying emotionally connected to yourself and others? Do you allow life to move through you, or are you stuck in a loop? The answers to these questions are far more accurate indicators of your internal age than any lab test or selfie filter. The power of neuroplasticity, rewiring youth into your brain. Science is catching up with ancient wisdom. Your brain is capable of staying young well into your later years. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new connections, means that your thoughts, habits, and experiences literally shape your brain at any age. This is why people who are constantly learning, growing, and evolving tend to look and feel younger. Their brains are alive. Their spirit is engaged. Want to stay youthful? Cultivate a learner's mindset. Read. Travel. Create. Question. Expand. Because stagnation ages you. Stimulation renews you. Emotional hygiene, the forgotten anti-aging ritual. You brush your teeth daily, but do you cleanse your emotional self? Emotional hygiene is the daily, intentional practice of tending to your feelings. It involves checking in with yourself, naming what you're feeling, and releasing what doesn't serve you. Just like neglecting your teeth leads to decay, ignoring your emotional world can lead to premature aging, from chronic stress to inflammation to fatigue. People who look younger often share this superpower: they process their emotions instead of burying them. They cry without shame. They speak up when boundaries are crossed. They laugh, loudly and often. They feel deeply and move through life with open hearts. This emotional freedom lightens their load. And their skin, voice, and energy reflect that lightness. The circle you keep shapes the light you radiate. You can eat clean, meditate daily, and drink a gallon of water, but if you're surrounded by toxic people, you'll feel heavy. Your relationships are energetic ecosystems. Every person you interact with either nourishes you or drains you. Do your friends inspire you or exhaust you? Are your conversations expansive or repetitive? Do you feel safe to be your authentic self? People who remain vibrant and youthful protect their circle like their skin. They understand that energy is contagious, and they refuse to marinate in drama, bitterness, or gossip. They invest in uplifting connections. They choose laughter over judgment, encouragement over criticism, and authenticity over performance. That kind of energy heals. It uplifts. It rejuvenates. Movement is medicine, and youth lives in motion. Have you ever watched a child move? There's fluidity, freedom, joy. Movement doesn't have to mean intense workouts. It means living in your body, stretching, dancing, walking, playing. It's about staying connected to your physical self, not punishing it. Studies show that regular movement increases lifespan, improves brain function, enhances mood, reduces inflammation. But beyond science, there's something spiritual about movement. It says, I'm alive. If you want to stay young, don't just sit there. Move. Flow. Breathe. Dance like your cells depend on it. Because they do. Purpose keeps you young, even when life feels heavy. One of the fastest ways to age is to lose your sense of meaning. Purpose gives direction. It creates momentum. It helps you wake up with energy, even when life feels uncertain or hard. You don't need a grand mission. Purpose can be found in the little things. Creating something with your hands. Supporting someone else's growth. Learning something new. Telling your story. Making people laugh. If you feel disconnected, start small. Ask, what lights me up, even just a little? That spark is your compass. Follow it. Because people with purpose don't just exist, they live. And life responds in kind. Letting go, the ultimate rejuvenation practice. Carrying pain, resentment, or guilt is like holding your breath underwater. It keeps you tense. And that tension, it shows up in your face, your digestion, your posture, your joy. Aging gracefully doesn't mean you haven't been hurt. It means you've released the grip. Letting go is not about forgetting. It's about reclaiming your energy. You forgive because your peace matters more than the grudge. You let go of shame because it's not your burden to bear forever. You release expectations that keep you trapped in resentment. Every time you release something heavy, your body thanks you. Your skin softens. Your shoulders drop. Your heart opens. Joy is the elixir, and it's always available. You don't have to earn joy. You don't have to wait for perfect conditions. You just have to allow it. Joyful people glow. Not because their lives are perfect, but because they allow light in. They laugh even when things are messy. They celebrate tiny victories. They dance even when no one is watching. When joy is your default, not anxiety, not bitterness, not fatigue, your energy shifts. And so does your appearance. So ask yourself, where can I find joy today? Maybe in a warm drink, a favorite song, a silly dance in your kitchen. Every drop counts. Every moment adds up. Aging with intention, making peace with time. Here's the irony, when you stop obsessing over aging, you age better. People who fight time often live in fear, of wrinkles, of irrelevance, of becoming less than. That fear becomes stress. That stress becomes aging. But when you honor each year as a gift, when you wear your age with pride, not panic, your body relaxes. Your mind expands. Your spirit flourishes. There's beauty in every stage of life. There's elegance in maturity. There's confidence in experience. And there's youth in those who welcome their age without surrendering their spirit. Rituals that renew, create a lifestyle of youthfulness. Youthfulness is not a quick fix. It's a lifestyle, a daily commitment to honoring your mind, body, and soul. Here are simple, powerful rituals that keep you feeling ageless. Morning stillness, start your day with silence or breath before the world pulls at you. Daily movement, walk, stretch, dance. Just move. Laughter therapy, watch something that makes you laugh until your belly hurts. Soul-nourishing food, eat foods that energize rather than deplete. Digital detox, take breaks from screens to reconnect with yourself. Creative expression, paint, write, garden, sing. Do something that's yours. Gratitude journaling, remind yourself daily of what's working. Quality sleep, prioritize rest. Your body heals when you sleep. Rituals don't have to be rigid, they just need to be real. Find what works for you and make it sacred. Legacy over looks. In the end, no one will remember how wrinkle-free your skin was. They'll remember your laughter, your stories, your kindness, your courage. Your presence. Your legacy. Looking young is nice. But living fully, loving deeply, and leaving the world a little brighter? That's eternal. So yes, keep glowing. Keep learning. Keep expressing. But above all, keep showing up with the kind of energy that only gets more powerful with time. So, what does it really mean when someone says you look younger? It means your choices are speaking. It means your healing is visible. It means your joy is contagious. It means your spirit is shining through your skin. It's more than luck. It's a lifestyle. And if no one has told you that recently, let me be the first. You're doing better than you think. You're more radiant than you realize. And if you haven't heard those words yet, you don't look your age, then let this be your invitation. Start now. Choose now. Live now. Because it's never too late to become ageless from the inside out. Let's connect. If this message stirred something in you, if it reminded you of your light, your worth, your resilience, then hit that like button. Subscribe. Stay connected. There's more to come. You deserve content that nourishes you, uplifts you, and reminds you of your power. And before you go, I want to know. What's the wildest age guess you've ever gotten, and how did it make you feel? Drop it in the comments. Let's celebrate the beauty of becoming, together. Stay radiant. Stay resilient. And remember, youth isn't found in a mirror. It's found in you.